Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, I wanna present about new topic under the title here is Learner Autonomy in Language Learning and Multilingualism, Acquisition and Use. Me, Fatimatus Zahroh. What is autonomy? The term autonomy is derived originally from the fields of politics and moral philosophy, and also a multifaceted concept whose meaning has been discussed from many perspectives by theoreticians. And the idea of learner autonomy was first developed at the Center at the Research at the Application Pedagogies Language or CREAPEL, University of Nancy, France in early 1970. What is learner autonomy? Here there are three perspectives about learner autonomy. The first, according to Benson and Waller, learner autonomy is the ability to take personal or self-regulated responsibility for learning, and it can be an indicator to predict academic performance. Then Terry B said, learner autonomy is taking charge of one's own learning. And other reference, according to Oleh, learner autonomy is it can be really applied their knowledge and skill outside the immediate context of learning. And here there are three basic pedagogical principles which underlines autonomy in language learning. The first is learner involvement, second learner reflections, and the last is appropriate use of the target language. And according to Dennis Wallace 2000, characterized an autonomous learner as one who should have insight into his or her learning styles and strategies, take an active approach to the learning tasks at hand, be willing to take risks, to communicate in the target language at all costs, complete homework whether or not it's assessed, and place importance on accuracy as well as appropriacy. And next, if the learning environment is comfortable, where the learners feel in charge, they are more likely to experiment with different learning strategies and not be afraid to ask questions and to ask for assistance when necessary. Learners also need to be given the skills to be able to seek out materials and research outside the classroom to enable them to improve their recognition of what is relevant and what's not. How the strategies that use learner autonomy in language learning? The strategies for successful autonomization include the use of the target language as the preferred medium of teaching and learning from the very beginning. The gradual development by the learners of a repertoire of useful learning activities and ongoing evaluation of the learning process is shaped by a combination of teacher, peer, and self-assignment. And next, we continue about multilingualism, acquisition, and use. Here, only focus on what is multilingualism. Multilingualism is a complex phenomenon that can be studied from different perspectives in disciplines such as linguistics, psycholinguistics, sociolinguistics, and education. And beside that, there are many perspectives about multilingualism, such as Lewis. He said that multilingualism is a very common phenomenon all over the world. This is to be expected considering that there are almost 1,000 languages in the world and about 200 independent countries. And talking about multilingualism and acquisition, here multilingualism and acquisition, or it's called by second language acquisition, we found in the relationship between multilingualism and acquisition, it can be found in several aspects. First, this relationship is determined by the three components of multilingualism: the speaker, the language, and the setting. Second, most of diseases in the acquisition of multiple languages come from bilingual acquisition studies and continue to be discussed. Although multilingualism has questions of the premises of the two fields and bilingualism in using, for instance, the monolingual native speaker as a reference, or in the exploration of language in the learning and teaching. The last is, or the third here is, it seems undeniable that in the acquisition of multiple language there exists. And here, other explanation about multilingualism. So because limited the time, so you can read by your personal. And the last here is multilingualism acquisition. How to get it? Because we know that in multilingualism acquisition, sometimes I found in the field that only focus on bilingualism. But multilingualism, what is it? After I explain about multilingualism, so here I wanna give you an example about it, about multilingualism acquisitions. For myself, I'm stay in UK. If in my home with my family, I use national language. This language is this language is familiar for us. But after I have to go to the school, I have to change my language because if I use national language, automatically my friends, what do you say about your language? What do you say? And automatically they refuse, or maybe they still confused about your language. So I have to move my language. It's the same as my friends is second language. It's called a second language, that is English language. And if I wanna look for a job in the company, automatically I have many friends, and automatically it's different countries. It's not only focused on UK, but I find such as France, Italian, or other countries here. So that is multilingualism acquisition because know more. I know more two languages and other perspective that if someone knows about one more language, so it's called multilingualism. Thank you. If you have other information or still confused about my explanation, so you have to add or ask me by using chat in below. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.